Hello, audience, and welcome to another edition of Have You Seen It? I haven't seen Charles, so that's why I'm doing the show today by myself. But hopefully he will return next week. So I'm going to get right to it and tell you what movie I'm reviewing this week. This is a Netflix original. It came out a couple of weeks ago, and it's simply called Hustle. And it's produced by LeBron James and Adam Sandler. It's a basketball movie, so I thought it was appropriate since we're just coming off the heels of the NBA championship. This movie stars Adam Sandler as Stanley Sugarman. Queen Latifah plays his wife. Robert Duvall has a small role in the movie. Juancho Hernan Gomez is the main character. Ben Foster plays Vince Merrick, and Kenny the Jet Smith has a pretty good role in this movie. I was quite surprised with his acting chops. Anyway, this movie is about Stanley Sugarman, who is an NBA scout for the Philadelphia 76ers. And Robert Duvall's character, Rex Merrick, is the owner of the team, who has a lot of confidence in Sugarman and is basically his mentor. And he is promoted by the owner to be his assistant coach. Well, Ben Foster, who plays Robert Duvall's son, isn't really feeling this promotion, and once the owner passes away, Ben Foster's character decides that Sugarman is going to be demoted back to his scouting role. So when the movie starts, you see just how difficult and challenging the job of a scout really is. You see, Sugarman running from airport to airport, catching flights, going from city to city, country to country, hotel to hotel, ordering in food, getting room service, and it's quite exhausting. And on a trip to Spain, he's watching a pickup game at a local, I'll say, playground or rec center outdoors, and that is where he finds Bo Cruz, played by Juancho Hernan Gomez, and he's just this stellar athlete who is like a phenom on the courts, and he's just, running circles around everybody. So they make, an acquaintance, and they kind of, talk to each other. Sugarman goes to his house, finds out where he lives, talks to him about the NBA, et cetera, et cetera. At this point, Bo is living with his daughter and his mother. And once Sugarman talks to the mother about the potential, fame that Bo can achieve playing in the NBA, and she hears what the starting salary is for a rookie, she's like, yeah, take him, and good luck, and let's see how it turns out. So, fast forward, he gets to the combine, he's doing okay, kind of rough around the edges for NBA standards, but, of course, Sugarman's going to whip him into shape, Rocky style. So you have that whole workout montage thing going on. And he's got a nemesis in the combine. I'm not going to tell you who that NBA player is. There are a lot of NBA players that I don't know, and this one in particular, I thought I knew who he was, but he plays a really good nemesis who gets into Bo Cruz's head, and anger issues that Bo has suppressed kind of come out. And so his combine experience is kind of derailed momentarily. I'm going to leave it there because, 5-10 minutes before his anger issues kind of come to a head, everything is looking great. The coaches who are watching are like really impressed with him and his skills, and they think, wow, this is a good catch. But Sugarman now has to figure out, how can I right this wrong and make everything work out for everybody concerned. The chemistry between Sugarman and Bo is natural, and it works very well for this film. The chemistry between Latifah and Sandler is okay. I personally didn't see them as a great couple fit, but you know, movies are movies, and that's how things go. What I enjoyed about the movie, not only the story and how it develops and how the friendship develops, the trust between the two main characters develops, and the camaraderie that develops as well, is all the NBA players who are sprinkled in this movie. So when you're watching that whole combine thing and you're like, man, these people, you know, these guys are really good. Well, they're NBA players. And so you'll have fun kind of picking out who people were. And then you have your old school NBA players who had little short cameo appearances. So I'm like, oh, that's so-and-so. And oh, I haven't seen that one in a while. So that was fun to watch. And all the way up until you get to the point where you see, you know, current head coaches, you know. So it's a nice movie, just under 2 hours. And as far as Adam Sandler is concerned, I much prefer him in a dramatic role with comic relief sprinkled in, as opposed to him doing straight out comedy. So if you're looking for a nice, you know, sports movie, basketball movie, check out Hustle on Netflix. I think you'll really enjoy it. And with that being said, I'm going to go into my Nailed It. My Nailed It for this week is Lorenz Tate as O-Dog in the movie Menace to Society. I didn't know what to expect when I watched this movie for the first time, but it is very gritty. It's brutal, more so than I expected. And his character was impulsive, cocky, cold-blooded. He was just a straight-up psychopath. And he played that character to the hilt. So that is my Nailed It. Lorenz Tate in Menace to Society. All right, folks. So that is our show for today. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button. And we are available on every podcast platform in the universe. Just type in, Have You Seen It with Charles and Denise, and there we will be. And if you are a Spotify fan, you can actually see us and hear us on that platform. And while you're listening to your podcast, make sure you give us that 5-star rating. Until next week, moviegoers, this is Have You Seen It with Charles and Denise. Bye-bye.